Welcome back to Secret Squirrel Games. I'm your host, Secret Squirrel. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Always good to have you. As usual, it is Wednesday. It's not noon. Normally at noon on Wednesdays, Eastern Time in the United States, which is -4 UTC. We are starting 1 hour late today because stupid doctor's offices forget about appointments that they have, and then they gotta call me late and all this kind of stuff, and I'm telling them, hey, I got things to do. And those things I gotta do are get on here with you guys and do my stream of Crossout today. So, which I do on Wednesdays at noon Eastern Time in the United States. Like I said, -4 UTC. I also do it on Tuesdays at noon Eastern Time in the United States. I also do it on Thursdays and Fridays, but at 3 p.m. Eastern Time in the United States. So we're going to do Crossout. We're going to do our daily challenges first, of course, and then the intention is to hit this Spring Mayhem a bit more. This Spring Mayhem is what I'm referring to. This Spring Mayhem is what I'm referring to. We will hit that event while it still has a day left after today, in order to do. We have accomplished the challenge that was to kill 45 vehicles in it and receive some stickers. We've accomplished, there were 3 separate challenges actually related to that event, and we've accomplished all 3 of them. So those are out of the way. At this point, it's just have some fun with it and see if maybe we can advance at least maybe to the next level, I guess. I really don't care if I make gold. I don't necessarily need to try to squeeze in that much Spring Mayhem between now and then. I think I'm at silver currently. And that's perfectly fine. I mean, it's no challenges, but we can still look at it in this right here, streamer, because we don't bring in the money. So I guess I need to do hot tub bikini try-ons or something, because it's the only way that I can bring in the money, and then Twitch won't keep just dumping me. Because it's only Twitch that does this, it's not my internet connection, it's not my broadcast software, it's none of that stuff, it's the Twitch connection. And So I guess I need a boob job, so you know what, maybe that's the stream goal, maybe that's the thing. Contributions, donations, subscriptions Twitch gets half of. So I really don't care about that as much, although subscriptions you get used to the emotes, but my emotes they're not great. I like Get Wretched, it's a good one. The Feeling Squirrely one is meh, whatever. The Going Nuts one's okay. The animation or the artistry of the Feeling Squirrely one I think could be better, obviously. It's a pretty basic drawing of a squirrel or whatever. It's not. I'm not a professional graphic artist or anything by any means, so it's what I could do. The Going Nuts one is a decent. It's a nut. Like an acorn or whatever on there. Acorn or walnut? No, not a walnut, right? I think it's an acorn or a chestnut, one of those or whatever. And then the Get Wretched one turned out pretty decent. I'm happy with that one, but. As far as other emotes are concerned, so subscription it's nice. Don't get me wrong, it's cool. I'm thankful for anything I can get. So a subscription's obviously appreciated. If one wants to subscribe, but Twitch gets half that money, like I said. So donations are more appreciated. I get more of a percentage of that money. I mean, PayPal still gets its piece of the pie, but nothing like Twitch with its half. It's the old Eddie Murphy skit, or not Eddie Murphy skit, but the old Eddie Murphy joke about, how he was so sick of American women, and divorces and stuff, taking half and all this kind of thing, and he was so upset about it. Basically, he said he was going to go to Africa and find himself a tribal woman who didn't know anything about American, finances and all this kind of stuff and the way things work in America. And he was going to be happy with her and all that kind of stuff or whatever. But then, of course, she would meet people and she would make friends, and then there would be other women telling her how to do things. And one day she would just come to him and be like, Eddie, I want half, and all this stuff or whatever. So that was his whole joke about half Eddie. Yeah. And that's Twitch. That's like having Twitch. You know, as your significant other. Half streamer. Half. I want half. Yeah, I'm sure you do, Twitch. Don't get me wrong, I get it. Before we continue, that pleasant sound that you hear is, of course, the unofficial drink sponsor of my Crossout stream today, and that would be Diet Dr. Pepper. As per, I'm not going to say all the time, but pretty usually, it is. Refreshing. Nevertheless, here we are back at Crossout, as I said. Alright, so we have in the garage currently, we have our raid build, but we're not going to do that. We need a shotgun build, low power score, shotgun, hero vehicle here. We're going to use this for knocking out the, not this one, the dailies as fast as possible and efficiently. So let's get on with that, get those out of the way, and then we can have some fun with Spring Mayhem, you know, while it's still around. While we can. Yesterday I had to leave a little bit earlier than intended because of a family emergency that came up. Still haven't really heard final resolution. It basically, you know, somebody had an accident, got hurt, but they're gonna be okay. Not sure the exact details yet. Didn't want to bother the part of the family that was handling the issue too much, you know. I'm going to let them handle their deal and not just harass them with phone calls and or text or whatever to find out what's going on. Just got the basic synopsis and said, okay, we'll hope for the best, you know, and speedy recovery and all that too. All right, cool. Of course, right when I get out, and we'll do the unofficial snack sponsor here after this stream, after this game, after this match. Oh, jeez. Cool, barely survived that one. I wasn't sure how it was going to go. Wasn't sure how it was going to go. You got a little rough there. Oh, well, okay. Well, I ended up in the top spot at least, so that's pretty good. Welcome to the stream, anybody who's joining me. I am Secret Squirrel. This is Secret Squirrel Games. Thank you for tuning in. Like the logo says, it's the same logo over on my YouTube channel, by the way. You know what? I didn't do it anyway. I'll squeeze it in real quick. The unofficial snack sponsor right now is Tostitos brand original white corn chips, tortilla chips, as they are referred to, meaning white corn tortillas, though. Tasty, tasty. A bit salty, but you know what? When they're salty and you get a little thirsty because of it, you wash it down with a beautiful Diet Dr. Pepper. Beverage of choice, quite often here at Secret Squirrel Games. What you got for me? What you got for me? Somebody over there. Oh, hello. I don't think so. You got something? You want to talk? You got something you want to say? You want to get off your chest? Where are you running to? Where are you running to? I'm trying to talk over here. You never talk anymore. Boom! Alright, we are finishing challenges over here. We knocked out the first two, which were win 2 battles and missions, and win 2 battles and missions or raids using a shotgun, that have now been replaced by ones that say win 3 battles and missions, and win 3 battles and missions and raids using a shotgun. So, we've got 3 more of those. We'll knock them out real quick, in short order here, and we'll move on to raids. And then we'll move on to some Spring Mayhem. Well, I will knock out the one daily whatever thing and the awakening thing. I do have to actually get to those awakening side quest things as well. I do have those to deal with still. Which I know they're boring to kind of watch and everything. Quite often they're pretty repetitive and everything, but well, stop. This dude, man, he's all over the place. I would have done better, except for that dude. This guy kept running me into everything. It is what it is. I mean, people get fixated on their targets. They don't pay attention to where they're driving at all. Happens all the time in this game. All the time. Again, another reason why I say if they added environmental damage and friendly fire, haha. If your car actually took damage from running into walls and other people and things like that, granted, don't get me wrong, I'd get my share of it too, definitely, from running into walls, that's for sure. But for running into other people, if your car took damage, people would start paying more attention to how they're operating in their vehicle. I don't care. Shoot me with your cannon. There we go. I think I need one more, right? Yep, one more. One more, we'll knock out both of those. We'll move on, take care of this daily thing there, and then we'll hit the raids. Buy or sell an item on the market should be easy enough. How is everybody doing today anyway? Hopefully you're all having a good day. My day has had a series of delays. Normally I start my stream an hour earlier than I was able to today, but that's just other people screwing up timelines. all right. Nice. What's going on, Foxy? How you doing? Summer season, that's when you're going to start doing work, right? Start getting back to work. Making that money. Well, I don't know. You guys are still pretty locked down with the COVID, right? Or have they started relaxing those restrictions? It's nice to have you back on my stream. I guess Heavily might not be streaming right now. I'm glad you're having a good time watching Heavily, though. So are they opening everything up as normal, though, is the question? I mean, is it going to be business as usual for the most part? I mean, obviously, things like masks and stuff like that still. But I'm saying as far as you're going to get back to work, doing your thing for the tourists, the seasonals, and all that kind of stuff or whatever. Is that the plan? Is that the expectation? Right. But the businesses themselves will actually open up, is what you're saying. $64 people into, I don't know if that's a lot or a little bit. That's less or more or a good amount of people. Yeah, okay. That's what I figured. That's pretty low. I mean, unless you were just like a small place. You work at like a little resort or something? Is that where you're... Yeah. Yeah, it's more... Well, I was expecting more in the neighborhood of 1,000, but I had nothing to base that on. That was just... That was purely... You know, just me making up stuff in my mind. Okay, so a hotel. Okay. I'm just gonna run and do this side, or this daily whatever redo of one of the, you know, the quest line missions first, and then I'll go back and do raids. Ooh. But I'm sure you can't wait to get back to work, right? I mean, like real work, even though it's going to be very few people. At least you'll be able to get... I mean, I don't know if you've been working, or if you haven't been working at all, or if you've been working but it's just been barely. Kind of nervous. Really? Why? You think you've lost your... Well, no, I don't mean like time. I meant during this COVID and stuff like that, you know, or like more recently. I mean, what are you nervous about? So you haven't been working at all. So that's what I'm saying. I'm sure you're anxious to get back to work then, right? But you say you're nervous. Why? You think you lost some skill along the way? Think all this rest is, you know, you're not in the zone anymore? You kind of ruined your ability to... Yeah, I get it. To get back in the groove. Yeah, I think that's going to be for anybody, though, honestly. I don't know that it's anything you need to be nervous about specifically, but I understand. I mean, it's that way with anybody who steps away from work for any time period, you know. I mean, I swear, I would go on R&R or whatever, and for a couple weeks, or for like 3 weeks or something, from like Iraq, and then you go back, and you're like, what was I doing? How do I do this again? You're like, you got so. You data dumped everything on how to do stuff. You data dumped it all so fast, just in order to relax. When you got R&R, you're like, forget it. I can't think about work. I just need to relax. And so then you forget how to do it. And when you come back, they're like, oh yeah, that's right. And inevitably, some things changed also while I was gone, of course. But nothing should have really changed that much while you were gone, necessarily, since nothing was happening. At least in the case I'm talking about, things are still happening. You're just not there to be a part of them, What's going on, Black Belt Beavers? How we doing today? You dumbass. Not you. I just thought about it. I was like, no, not you, by the way. Oh, you got chainsaws on the other. Whee! Alright, I'm sick of hearing from you. Where they be? Come on out here. Here's one. There, you're done. Hello. Do you have something for me? Yep, you got something for me. Thank you. Hey. Nobody wants to hear from you. Stop shooting at me. Stop shooting at me. Alright, now I gotta get back over there. I'm just trying to do the, knock out the, the harder one or whatever. Or, not the harder, the replay of this thing. Or whatever. Did I see the new tank tracks? Maybe? I don't know. I didn't know there were new ones. I didn't really look at them. Is it in the news thing or something? I didn't look at them. So slow. Alright, let me get out of here. Go do some raids. So slow, so slow. Yeah, true enough. I mean, if they're... Are they in the news thing or something? Is that what I should look at? New pack, they cost around 1,000. Which I'm going to do hard raids. Hold on. Let me see the thing here. Oh, it's in the new pack. Okay, so it's not in here. This one? Assault Force Bravo 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. with one up front and one in the back. 6 wheels across would be the same as the T-72. So that's probably what this seems like it's actually modeled after as far as these tank tracks. These wheels, it all looks the same as pretty much the T-72 tracks. And since it is a Russian company, I would not expect that to be anything different. I'll test drive it real quick. Yeah, they ain't not fast. That's for sure. I don't think this is going to go well, honestly. Alright, well that's not too bad. What are you going to do, little man? Let me show you what it's like. I agree. I prefer quicker. Well, as evidenced, you know, I prefer faster. I like to whip around. Yeah, I'm gonna do. Let me double check. I'm gonna do hard copper raids. You good for that? Are you good for that? You better tell me yes. You better say, yes, I am. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. We're going to find out. You don't like them? You don't like some Don's Children's? Don's Chillins? I was going to go copper. It's Steppenwolf's. Steppenwolf's. Is that okay? Steppenwolfersers? Wolfies? Stepansky Wolfensteins, I believe. Stepanovich Wolfenstein. That's what we're hitting, though. That thing with the steps and the wolves. We're queued up right now. So what's happening? That's right. Green-eyed lady. I'm gonna go the long way around. You guys go the short way. Ooh. He predicted my movements. That's adorable. Your vehiculo is adorable. Su vehiculo. Es. Ay, qué lindo. Ah, you get him. I'm just gonna leave him alone. my rounds are falling short. It's very aggravating. Very aggravate. Much aggravate. All the aggravatings. Hello. Now we have to find the other generators and much start it. Welcome anybody who's new to the stream, by the way. I am Secret Squirrel. This is Secret Squirrel Games. Oh no! They are attacking my friends. I cannot let it happen. Hey, how you doing? Can we talk? This aggression that you're displaying. Something must be done. Uh-oh. Here comes some rounds. Hi! My name is... What? My name is... Ooh. You hit me done. Done hitted me. Oh, you weren't invited to the conversation, little man. Whoops! Forgot about this little ledgy here. Hello. Didn't much appreciate that. Excuse me, I'm gonna take bloop, that right there. And then I'll take a little bit of this right over here. Bloop. And then hello. Oops. Boom. Hello, peoples.
Another enemy destroyed.
Hello, Momas peoples. Woo! That one, that came in a hot. I'm at least gonna take this guy before I get spawns. Come on, take that cannon out. Take that cannon out. There you go. That's all I had to do was take out the cannon. I don't care about the truck. Then I'll get the respawns. The respawns.
I got him good.
Oh no! They're going after the other tower now. What are we gonna do? We better get over there and take care of business. Woo! What you got for me now? Hello. Hi. How are you? Nice to meet you. Whoops. Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! Woohoo!
No more running for that one.
Still a guy up there. Oh, hello. Uh-oh. I think I'm gonna end up eating this. Yep. You guys got him. I believe in you. Oh. Oh no. There you go. I am not, and welcome to the stream, by the way. We are, we're just doing raids, hard raids. But thanks for tuning in. Yeah, we're knocking out our daily and weekly challenges, and right now we're doing hard raids with copper as the reward currently. But, well, more to the point, Black Belt Beavis, my teammate in this, he's doing the hard raid right now as I am dead. What's what you were about to do? The hard raids or the Leviathan stuff? Woot. Cheeseburgers Bro. Which, by the way, for anybody who's watching and doesn't know anything about it or whatever, Cheeseburgers Bro is another streamer. I have seen his work before. Weekly crap? Yeah, that's exactly it. We still are going to do 2 more of these hard raids with copper as the reward. If you have any interest, you can join us on that. We'll be more than happy to have you. Stop asking. You know what's up. He know. First off, I guarantee you, you don't know that, Beavis. You know this. You know Cheeseburgers Bro streams PC cross out. I'm pretty sure you do. I find it hard to believe that you don't. He definitely has more viewers than I do, that's for sure. So, hey, if you're interested though, like I said, you can team up with us too if you want. I'll quit out to the garage and invite. Well, I wouldn't be surprised. There you go. He just followed. Here, I'm gonna quit out to the garage. In case, if nothing else, we go back in or whatever. If you want, if you're interested, if anybody else is interested, Foxy, if you're playing and all that stuff or whatever too. See, there you go. The gift that keeps on giving, camaraderie and community within the crossout, community, whatever, what I'm saying, fellowship within the crossout community. You come in here, I give you a shout out, boom, Black Belt Beavis gives you a follow, knocking it out, right? That's what I was going to say. That's what I'm saying, is if you want to. Foxy, I don't know if you're playing right now. I didn't look, I didn't have much time to look, honestly. But Sego is out there. but doesn't shout you out. Do you stream it as well, Beavis? I've never seen you stream it. I thought you just watched all the time. If you stream, I'll be more than happy to shout it out. You know, I didn't know. I've never seen you stream. We must have just completely different times if you actually stream it. Oh, see, I didn't... How am I supposed to know? I didn't know. You've never mentioned it. I would be more than happy to shout it out. I'd be more than happy to tell people. Yeah, I'd be more than happy to tell people. I didn't know, man. I didn't read your mind. Right? I know, right? So, alright, so here's the question. Cheeseburgers Bro. Gore, you don't stream Crossout, do you? Gore streams other things. Like, he streams racing games, and he streams CSGO, and things like that. But I don't know that you stream Crossout. I don't know that I've ever seen you really stream Crossout. But yes, and I didn't know you were there, Gore, or I would have also mentioned it wouldn't have been a problem. I'm more than willing to mention anybody who streams whatever to everybody. I don't care. Whatever, it's all good. Cheeseburgers Bro, you want me to invite you? Obviously, you got to get in-game... Is it the same name in-game? And you can join us on the next couple at least. We're doing at least 2 more. Possibly 3. Who knows how we feel. You know. I don't know if we'll have time. If we have time, you know, then we'll hit, you know, Home Depot, maybe Bed Bath & Beyond. There you go. You already got it in there. Bed Bath & Beyond, if we have time. You know, we've got a pretty nice little Saturday planned. Yeah, I got you. So it is a little bit different as far as the name, spelling, and everything like that. That's all good. Alright, cool. Alright, so you're down with hard raids for copper. That's cool. Because that is what we're hitting. Let me see, what time is it anyway? It's 1:45, so we still got 15 minutes. I know you are, Gore. I figured as much. But anyway, so we're going back to that. Steppenwolves, Founders Canyon, hard raids for copper. You change it. Of course you do. It's not like you don't have choices. You only have, like... What are you up to? 192? Yeah. Okay. 192 paints. So yeah, you should know that, Cheeseburger, is that Black Belt Beavis here is a collector of the paints. How do you know what? Oh, do you know FTD gives the most resources? Yeah, I'm trying to... Nope, didn't see it. Oh, Frontier Defense. I know that you get more waves that way, yes. I knock out... Alright, so I'll explain to you my reasoning for why I'm not doing that for right now. Why I'm doing this despite the fact that it is not Frontier Defense. Which, usually, the hard raids are quite often the Frontier Defense. Frontier Defense is quite often what the hard raids consist of. But, I'll tell you my reasoning for why I'm doing copper first, and I'll do the electronics later on. Okay? The reasoning is this. Because sometimes... Because I have plenty of copper. But sometimes they surprise you, as we all know, with a premium, you know, subscription, or, you know what I'm saying, like with a premium day for, you know, like a day or two. You know, for whatever reason. It's in celebration of something, or because they screwed up their servers, or whatever, and people weren't able to get on, and so in compensation, whatever the case is, they give you a premium for a day or two. sometimes, right? When they do that is when I go and do electronics. And I want to save my free fuel for from the course of the week for those time periods. I want to save my need to do electronics for the weekly challenge for in case I end up with a premium. So like if I started with doing the electronics ones, the hard raids with electronics as the reward, if I started with those and on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, let's say, with the free fuel, 60 fuel each, 180 fuel per day, three hard raids per day, leaving you 20 fuel to go ahead and make some progress toward getting the badges from the easy raids as well. The weekly challenge completes 6 easy raids as well. Where is that? Where is that guy? There he is. He dropped down. I was looking for him. So if you do 3 hard raids and 180 fuel in the course of the day with the free 200 fuel, then if they are... if I do the electronics first... See, I'm not picking by mission type. I'm picking by reward type, is what I'm saying. Because you got to do 10 for electronics and 10 for copper, for the weekly challenge, right? In order to get, that's 1,000 engineer badges, which progresses you pretty well for like a Pathfinder's container and stuff like that. So what I do is I do the copper first, assuming I don't have premium subscriptions already. If, for whatever reason, during the course of the week, they award me a premium subscription, that's when I switch to electronics. And that way I haven't wasted my time, not wasted my time, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't go ahead and go for electronics in the early part of the week without the premium subscription, and then get a premium subscription, and then need electronics after I've already completed my 10 electronics. Because then I'm operating on cost. I'm using my own fuel, or fuel that I buy or whatever, if that's the case, in order to do those challenges to get the electronics then. Whereas if I waited, I got no freaking front wheels now. If I had waited, then I would be using free fuel to do my electronics challenge. I know it seems like it's rambling on. It doesn't seem like it makes sense. I'm just saying, numerically, financially, whatever you want to call it, that's my concept behind it. Efficiency. It's all about efficiency. If I know that there's a chance, and there's always a chance, of getting a premium subscription, then I want to save my electronics thing.
Keep it up, soldier.
Yes, I'm farming badges too. Your farming badges is even better for what? What do you mean? Oh, all right. So somebody's up here. Engineer badges, yes. I am trying to accumulate those as well. So it's not just the daily challenge, but the daily and weekly challenges in order to get the engineer badges, yes.
He looks like he popped into a hornet's nest.
Ah! Sucks driving around without front wheels. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's better in this game than it is in real life trying to drive around without a whole front end to your car, but still sucks. But yeah, the concept being, while I know that Frontier Defense gives you more, just like Fire Starters gives you more rewards as well. You know, than Steppenwolves or... Steppenwolves seem like they give the least. Firestarters and Dawn's Children... Well, Firestarters then Dawn's Children, I should say. Ah. Alright, I'm just gonna back my shit up. Yeah, so like the best is if you can get Frontier Defense with Fire Starters. Then it's great, you know, but it's optimal when you have a premium subscription and you get Frontier Defense with Fire Starters and it happens to be for electronics. Then it's the best, you know? Is it? Because then you're making money. You're making coins. I've never looked at it. I've never looked at actually buying it. You know, so. Yeah, because then when you're doing premium subscription, Fire Starters, Frontier Defense for electronics, and you're averaging, or at least I've been averaging, I average like what about 33 to 35 electronics per raid. Then you're like, yeah. That's just money. Rollover days. What's going on, Waster? Waster is another. He is a cross-out addict. He watches so much cross-out. Yep. He watches every cross-out streamer. Up late watching cross... What's going on, Sega? I saw you were in game. I'm teamed up with Cheeseburgers Bro and Black Belt Beavis right now. We are killing some Steppenwolves in hard raids. Yeah, you are, Waster. You absolutely are. But you know what? Admitting you have a problem is the first step. The new font is easier to read. Are you talking about on the screen? Is it a new font? I don't even know. I mean, I haven't adjusted it in a while, so... Yeah, it does seem like it's a little... I don't know what happened exactly to that. Don't get me wrong, I was just noticing that it was larger as well. Leon's getting larger. True enough, Waster. You know what? Own your addiction. I mean, you got addicted for a reason, right? Because you like it. Just take ownership of that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Nope. I am doing copper raids. We are doing hard copper raids currently. Well, I'm just bouncing off of some rocks personally, but technically speaking, yes. Ooh. Hello. Absolutely. That's the guy I was looking for. Thought he was over here, but he's over. Thought he was over the other side. Whee! Nope. Woohoo! 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 Back to life. Back to reality. How many do you want me? How badly do you need me? How badly do you want? Nope. Hope you don't mind if I don't give you a second chance to fire. Ha ha ha. Dummy. Oh, we got some noise back here. Hello. Hope you don't mind if I come get in your face. Hey, hey, hey. I was talking to him, not you. You want to butt in, then you get what you get. Found that. Found that rock. Who put this rock here? That wasn't here, I don't think. Was that here before? It might not have been here. It might have been here. I could have not been paying attention. I'm raiding here. I'm walking here. Hey, I'm walking here. What? What was the nice for? The Raiden here comment? It's not offering me the opportunity. Oh, alright. It wasn't offering me the opportunity to go right back into battle or whatever. I'm game to go and do some more of this if you want. See, Beavis? Last time you streamed was last year. How am I supposed to know that? I mean, obviously I could look at your... I didn't even know you even had a channel. That's what I'm saying, is I didn't know that you did it. Oh, just a reminder for those who are viewing, the unofficial snack sponsor of today's episode, today's stream, is Tostitos. Tostitos, original restaurant style, white tortilla corn chips. White corn tortilla chips. Whatever you want to call them. Party size is the preferred size. Mmm, so good. Salty, but good. Alright, we're doing more. Sego, you want to join us? Are you still in game? You're not in game any longer. They're unofficial. They can only be official if they actually wanted to pay me. Oh, you're out of fuel? I hear you. Okay. I Express, my dab delivery drivers. I've never heard of them. The unofficial soft drink of today's stream is Diet Dr. Pepper. Tastes really close to the original. Mmm. Sacramento. Gotcha. I knew it. I got it before it even posted. Alright. Is anybody else interested in joining who might be on? I mean... it seemed like... if they're on, they would say so. Okay, so we're continuing on. I think, how much time do we have before this switches? Oh, it did switch. It just switched. What did it switch to? Probably Frontier Defense. Well, that's electronics. Nope. It's still data theft, but it's Dawn's Children, which I know that Black Belt Beavis is not against. Or not for, I should say. Would you guys rather switch to electronics against Dawn's Children for Frontier Defense? Because I know Beavis said he hates Dawn's Children. Yes? Switch to this? We're switching to this. I gotta pour a little bit of fuel. So, why does that... You scared? Why does that scare you? You're not running a low power score vehicle or anything. I got 1,000 fuel. I'm okay for now. I hear that. That makes it not very cost effective when you start doing that. Is your build a glass cannon? Is your build, you know, powerful in hitting but weak in body? Whee! Guess what? It's Dawn's Children! Ah! But at least it's Frontier Defense, so it should be at least for electronics. But it seems like they're... You upset, Beavis? I didn't even look. Honestly, I just saw that the other was Dawn's Children. The Copper was not Frontier Defense, and it was Dawn's Children. You'll be fine, Beavis. You'll be fine. We'll protect you. Cheeseburger and I will protect you. Nope. Get away from me with that zappy thing.
Someone needs their training wheels back.
Alright. Boss guy's at the other end. Ow. I stop. I should start paying attention to what the hell I'm doing, right? Probably. Whee! See, there's wave one. You're doing fine.
Mark this one, alright?
Trying to corner the economy with your acorns. Oh, excuse me. Diet Dr. Pepper had something to add to the conversation, apparently. Oh, a little lag on the response from Streamlabs there. You're not cornering the economy with 535, that's for sure. I think Sego's got you well beat. The stream is getting a little choppy. A little bit of frame loss, it seems like. It looks that way to me, at least. 7.2 thousand channel points. Hello. As long as you don't have that little zappy thing on your... I don't care if you want to come up and give me a hug. Just don't have that little... Zap Master 40,000 on you. I don't know. Just making that up. Oh, behind us. Oh, behind us. All the way back. Boom. Hello, people. Where are we at, boss man? Down at the other end? Oh no, he's down there with you guys. Ah, he wasn't showing up on my radar. Alright. Uh-oh. No, he took out Cheeseburger. Ah. Son of a... Stop moving, man. You just stay still so I can shoot you in your face? See, I mean, 17, and yeah, I ended up at the bottom of there, but 17 electronics, that's meh, you know, but whatever. But, see, you did fine. You did fine, Black Belt. You did just fine. 26, 37's nice. See, that's good. That's what I'm looking for. But then again, you got that because you guys both have premium. And that's what I'm saying is premium. Dawn's Children's not bad. Firestarters, even better. With Frontier Defense, usually I'm getting around 33 to 35 or so on average if I got premium, you know. But in this case, I would have gotten 27 or something like that, or whatever, or about that, you know. Well, I guess about 26, about the same as Black Belt previous, or Beavis there. Right. So that's why I usually do my copper raids earlier in the like if I don't have premium, then I'm doing my copper raids first as far as my weekly of getting 10 hard copper raids and 10 hard electronics raids. I do my copper raids first, so that if they do surprise us with premium at any point in the week, I switch over to knocking out my electronics then, because that translates to a lot more money than the copper. Even though they give you a lot of copper, it's not like the cost of electronic. Come on, come on now, you know. But yeah, it's. Oh, yeah, sorry. Was chatting it up a little bit there. A little bit there. Alright. We can do another one if you guys want. I'm willing to throw a little bit of fuel at it. Not much, but a little bit. It's still progressing something that I need for the week anyway. I'm not going to get to the point of buying fuel, though, without a premium subscription. If I had a premium subscription, then it's still profitable to buy the fuel and sell the electronics. Like, decently profitable. Yeah, I was here when Crossout, just after Crossout started as well, but for quite a while, at least the first year and a half or more, maybe 2, I don't know. I really didn't take it seriously. I wasn't trying to do the factions. I wasn't trying to do the market. I wasn't trying to do crafting or anything. I would just, literally, this is what I would do. I would log in. I would do these up here, and that's it. And I would just play them over and over and over at whatever power score I happen to be at, and my vehicles looked even worse than they look now. They were just a hodgepodge of, stuff on there, and that was it, You guys, all right, okay, you guys good for another one? We'll do another one. Don't worry, I'll pour the fuel in there, we're good. Uh-oh. Beavis, pour the fuel. Okay, yeah, that's cool. I mean, I'm pouring fuel in, so, yeah, I'm good with, the return when you start expending your own fuel as compared to the free fuel per day is not obviously as much. So I'm about that. So yeah, that's my preference. But we'd already done a couple by the time you got in there. So my preference is use the free fuel. Play with house money. It's much better. Good? All right, we're good. Yeah, I didn't even realize that was Dawn's children as well. They're both Dawn's children, both the hard raids, so. Yeah, same thing with electronics, actually. When you have premium, definitely. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks for gifting a sub to Waster. Look at that. Beavis, what a friendly gesture. Waster, Beavis is an enabler. Beavis has enabled your addiction. But we're all for that. That's all good. I appreciate it too, honestly. Thanks for doing so, Beavis. That was very, very friendly. Didn't stop thinking about... Yeah, he's such a legend. Didn't stop thinking about Dawn's children being the same. You mean on both of the raids, you mean, Sego? Yeah, because that's what I was saying. Yeah, Beavis was like, "Oh, I don't prefer, Dawn's children. I don't want to do Dawn's children." And I was like, okay, I looked at the one and saw that they were there and was like, okay, well, we won't do that one because it's Dawn's children. And then we come over here. I didn't even look at this one. I just knew that the other one was Dawn's children, so to avoid it. And then we come over here and it's Dawn's children. So I was like, oh, oops. Oh, well. It is what it is. You don't have any choices. At least at the hard level. No choices on this. It's going to be Dawn's children or Dawn's children. Yeah. Oh, did I? Oh, okay. Well, then I must not have paid attention to what I was even saying, honestly. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time. That's for sure. See, found that. Apparently, They use supports to hold up bridges. Who knew that? Learn something new every day, don't you? I just discovered it by way of discovering it. Discovering the actual... Run into that, Beavis. Sorry, man. That wasn't intentional. In fact, I hate when that happens personally, so I apologize. It is fascinating. Nope. 160 parts. Damn it. Yeah. I love the fact that at some point a while back, I have to, I mean, as much as I hated it at the time, of course, it was a great lesson to learn. A while back, I just got wrecked in PvP by some retchers. By somebody with 2 retchers that just tore me up from across the map. This was before I had my retchers. And of course, as much as I hated that, I walked away from that battle going, I don't even, because I didn't even know what the weapons were. Like I said, I didn't take it all that seriously back then. But I looked at it all and I said, what is that is just destroying me? You know, and I looked and it was retchers, you know, and I was like, whatever that is, I want it. And it was a great day in that respect because it made me come up with the goal of getting them myself. So I grinded, I plotted it all out, what I needed to build, everything in order to try to do it efficiently, you know, so I didn't waste a lot of time trying to get it. But it still took a while because I started from scratch. But when I grinded and crafted it, I was very happy and have been very happy since. So I have to say, as hard a lesson as it was to learn, you know, by getting my ass handed to me, I was quite happy that it happened, ultimately speaking, because it's been a lot of fun since then. Ever since you know, having double retchers has been a lot of fun ever since it was a great day when I finally got done with that grind, for sure. And I was like, finally, I have both of these things created, thank God. But man, it has been a lot of fun. Especially when you get them on a lot of people like them on like slower vehicles and stuff like that, or relatively slower vehicles, like tanky types and stuff like that. And I get wanting the durability, but when you get them on a fast vehicle, they're a ton of fun. Especially when you learn to control your fire as far as like as you're skidding and stuff, and being able to, I don't want to say just leading a target, because it's not just leading a target, because I mean sometimes that's hard to do anyway with a retcher, just because the lob time can be quite extensive. But when you start to learn your ranges, definitely, you know, when you get your ranges down, and then on top of that, what I mean by it is like when you're going pretty quick, and yet you're still able to hit targets on the move. That's Sometimes I find it easier to hit targets on the move than I do when I'm stationary. If they're on the move but I'm stationary, I have a harder time quite often. But I love having a faster vehicle with which to use retchers as well, or to combine retchers with. It's great fun. It is. Which is, yes. Which is why that was part of the reason that the grind was so brutal. God, I gotta get that. Let's see how far is he. Part of the reason that the grind was so brutal to make it, or to make the 2 that I wanted, was that I also had to grind at the time to make an Apollo at the same time. So that made, 3 legendaries being grinded at the same time. It was a task. It was definitely a task, but it was good stuff. It was good stuff. Very nice, cheeseburgers. Very nice. What'd I end up with on that one? 17 again. Same. See? I'm sure you guys got in the 20s and 30s or whatever it is, but still, good stuff. Electronics, man. I love it. Oh, what's this one? Nice. Very good. 40. Very nice. Very good. Yeah, I'd be happy with 40 electronics. If I could get 37 to 40, that would be very good with it. Definitely. Big fan of that stuff. Do I have something? Did I craft something? Oh, no, that's just that free workbench that I just got. Yeah, fat stacks for sure. No, I know. Don't get me wrong. I love getting it, too, when they give it to me for free. I don't throw money at the game, so... It is what it is. I mean, you get what you... it's a trade-off. If you're willing to do it, then do it. Definitely. I'm not knocking anybody who throws money at the game. I just don't, not that I haven't gotten my entertainment out of the game for the amount of time that I've played it, over the last few years. But I have spent $30 on the game, in 3 of the seasons that I've paid for. And I've gotten a ton of return for that. The seasons are fantastic value, so that's true. That's true. Somebody does. And I see people throw a lot of money at the game. And I'm more than willing to let them do that. The stream has funded your gameplay. Well, that's nice. My stream has probably funded a 6-pack of Dr. Pepper and maybe this bag of Tostitos. Maybe a little bit more than that, but probably not much. So, well, that's great. Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, that's living the right life, right? If you can get it where it's paying for itself and everything like that, then that's awesome. So, Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. Your return on investment, as far as the entertainment value, I'm not against. Like I said, I'm not against throwing money at the game. If that's your bag and you're able to do it, then do it. That's your jam. Go ahead, knock it out. I don't hate on anybody throwing money at the game because I've voiced this before, and people who, yeah, absolutely you can compare, you can do comparisons all day long, or whatever, about values and stuff, but I'm not against it at all, because, and we've talked about this before, and Sego knows definitely that we talked about this before. I don't say that this game is pay to win. That's why I don't have a problem with people paying to play this game, because this game isn't pay to win. It's just pay for a different experience. That's all. It's just, I'm a low level player, I don't have access to high level stuff, I want high level stuff, therefore I pay for high level stuff. Okay, that doesn't guarantee you any kind of wins. All that does is now you're playing against high level players with high level stuff, because you're not going to play against the low level players unless you go seal clubbing, and who cares? That's not going to amount to much, because it's still low level stuff. So yeah, you still got to have some skills, and definitely, if you want real success, definitely you got to perfect skills. But you can still have a modicum of success by having some better equipment. Sure, absolutely. But if you buy high level stuff, it doesn't guarantee a win, because you're still competing against people who also have high level stuff. So it just gives you a different experience. Just allows you to play now with different things. That's all. So I don't see it as pay to win by any means. And even if it were pay to win what? It's not a long-term game. It's not. These are all short matches. If this were like a campaign thing where you built this army and all this kind of stuff, and you conquered lands and all this kind of stuff or whatever, then buying more powerful stuff could make a big difference, and then therefore, that would really throw the whole balance of the game off. But it's not. It's just one match, and then another match, and then another match, and then another match. It's not. It doesn't affect anything. Big deal. That match didn't go your way, we'll play another match. Chances are you're not playing against the exact same people. You might be playing against different people at any given point anyway, so maybe you'll win the next match. Who knows? Whatever. It's only a few minutes. They only last a few minutes. It doesn't matter. So I don't see it as, a pay to win, and even if it was, I wouldn't see it as that big a deal. Unless, now, if it were pay to win in such a manner that like, whatever, if somebody else paid, it really actually limited. That's what I'm saying. The short matches, who cares? If whatever, like, if you paid and therefore that really limited my ability to succeed in the game, then I would have a problem, because that crushes people who actually play and try to. Are you just going to try to one up each other with more arrows? Is that what you're doing? But if then it would be different, because then you would be crushing the drive of new players, to get involved in the game, and I have a problem with that. That I do have a problem with. I don't like anything that keeps new players, like, from succeeding, or at least from feeling like they still have a chance to succeed. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I get it. Fine. Because if they do that, if the game does that, yeah, no, I got you, man. If the game does that, if the game allows things that keep new players from feeling that they can be invested in the game, that they have a chance at least of success, with even the poor players, and I don't mean poor as in like actually poor necessarily, although they're welcome to play too. What I mean is just people who aren't either willing or able at any given time to throw a bunch of money at the game. Just as long as it doesn't keep them from feeling like they can't play, as long as it makes it where somebody who can't throw money at the game can still come in and be a part of the community and enjoy the game, and as long as they can still grind and they can still get there, and then they get the occasional things like the containers and stuff like that, where they can get some extra stuff that they might not have access to yet, and therefore they get some excitement, and then they get to still enjoy the game and have fun without having to throw money. They don't feel like they have to throw money at the game in order to have a chance, is what I'm saying. As long as they can still continue with that mindset, and it can still foster some excitement among younger, or by younger I just mean newer, I don't mean age, but newer to the game players, then it's great. Then I'm all for it. Then I don't care if you spend money or whatever, as long as those other folks aren't getting overshadowed by you spending money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, absolutely. I still enjoy playing low power score. I do it all the time. I do it just for efficiency's sake, if nothing else, for my daily challenges. Completing your missions, I do low power score patrol. I don't even do PvP because I want, for efficiency, I want the much higher chance of success to knock those out of the way. If I want to play and just get into PvP or whatever and just play, then I'll do that on my own time. I don't do that to try to accomplish a daily challenge. My daily challenges, I just knock them out of the way just so I get the rewards. You know what I'm saying? I'm not joking. I'm not joking. I do that all the time. I did it today. 3 battles and missions, 3 battles and missions and raids using a shotgun, 2 battles and missions, 2 battles and missions and raids using a shotgun. Oh yeah. What was I? Oh, that was a patrol with a 3,000 power score vehicle. 5 missions, very short period of time, 100% success, all 5 missions, boom, done, out. What happens there? Let's see. That's 5 that count toward completing 40 daily challenges, get me 400 engineer badges. You know, now used to get you the miner's container with 42 daily challenges. I'll get the engineer badges. I'll translate that into a Pathfinder's container later on down the road. That's the way I did. That's because I'm not here to dick around. I'm not here to dick around with. I mean, if we want to play, that's fine. But a lot of people don't have the time to sit there and say, "Damn it, I keep losing," you know, PvP, and I'm just trying to get my damn dailies done, and then they get frustrated. And then they don't want to come back and play again the next day or whatever it is. And then next thing you know, we've lost a player in the community. And that sucks. Because what does that do? Well, A, for those of us who stream, you know, maybe that person's less excited about the game and they don't watch us. You know? B, if they're a player in the game, that's one less person who could friend you in the game, who could team up with you, which makes the game more enjoyable when you're playing with friends and all that stuff anyway. C, that also means that's another player who, because they're gone, maybe queues get a little bit longer to play the matches that we would want to play. The more people play, the shorter the queues are, you know? Absolutely, Waster. No problem, man. Thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate hanging around, appreciate lurks and all that stuff, too. But yeah, you get what I'm saying, Cheeseburger. You get what I'm saying. Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing. A lot of people... Like, I got a buddy who plays this game, and he you know, he comes in and all he knew, he was still at that level of play that I was at before I started taking some of the things more seriously. And by taking it seriously, I don't mean I stress out about the game, because I'm sure as hell not doing that. It's still a game, you know. But what I mean is, he didn't know anything about the faction benches. He really hadn't crafted anything. He didn't know anything. He definitely didn't know anything about the challenges. He never even bothered. Didn't even look into them. Didn't know anything about efficient ways to get these other rewards that are available right here without having to spend money to get them. He didn't know about any of that stuff. All he knew was exactly what I had said before. He would come in and he would play one of these PvP matches up there, and he'd get his ass handed to him pretty regularly, and he would lose a lot. But the thing is, he's a glutton for punishment. So, no, he really didn't. He didn't. He didn't even know what these raids and stuff like that were about. He didn't know anything about them. Never even messed with them. He would just come in and look at it as a little de-stressor. You know, he would be like, oh, you know, hey, I'm off work. I'm going to come in and just blow up some cars. And that was it. And he would come in and do this. And that's exactly what I used to do for like the first year and a half that I played the game. You know, that's all it was. Hey, this is fun. Shooting, killing some cars. Oh, I'm dead. Okay. And then, you know, oh, well, whatever. I never knew anything about accumulating the resources. I knew I had scrap. I didn't know what the hell that was used for. I didn't care. Didn't even care. You know, it didn't matter. You know, yeah, that's exactly it. That's all it is. So you understand what I'm talking about. That's all it was. Well, I talked to him. I found out that he played this game. I didn't know because he lives over there in California like you. And I live in Florida. So we rarely get to see each other and all this stuff or whatever. And I talked to him, and he mentioned that he played this game. I was like, really? I said, I just started streaming that game. And he's like, really? Oh, cool. I said, you know, oh, so you do this and you do this and whatever, and what power score you at? And he's like, I don't know. And I started kind of gathering from the conversation that he really hadn't messed around with all the other aspects of the game. I said, what do you do exactly when you play? You know? And he's like, oh, I just come in and I just get into some fights, and usually I just die a lot. And I'm like, I'm not going to say that I'm a master at this game by any means. I'm surely not that. I said, but tune in on Tuesday, because I would run tutorials on Tuesday. I said, tune in on Tuesday, and I will teach you some things about this game that should elevate your game some. I'm not a master. I'm not one of these power games, and I'm not going to, and guess what? I spent the entire day, I said, I'm not going to, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. They get enamored by the cool stuff, and they go, I want that. And they don't even know how to use it or anything like that. The work smarter, not harder plan doesn't register either. They don't know that there are easier ways to get to that stuff, even if it's fine if they want the stuff. I have no problem with them having a goal for themselves, but they don't know that there's an easier way to do it necessarily than just continuing to bang your head against a brick wall and hope for the best. So I told them, I said, tune in and I'll teach you some things about the game. I mean, I'm doing a tutorial on Tuesday, I said, and I will do this and I'll show you some things and we'll elevate your game some. I guarantee you'll learn some things. And he was like, okay. So he tuned in and he watched. And I talked to him afterwards, and I didn't even go into vehicle building. I didn't, because I rarely do, honestly. You can ask anybody who watches my stream. I'm not one of those guys, like Energized, I know, is big on build after build after build. He does all kinds of really good builds and stuff like that. There's a lot of guys who focus on that stuff. I'm not generally that guy because I don't build that well, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure it's a skill like anything else that would come with practice, but I'm not that guy generally. I just haven't done it. You know, I get something that works for me, and I'm just like, this is fine. You know, whatever. Yeah, some people build a lot, and they build some really great stuff, and it's awesome. And that's why you have an exhibition, and they can do that. And then if I get the parts, I can take their build and not have to build myself. You know, and that's awesome. You know. But I wasn't that guy. I wasn't the guy who grinded for every powerful weapon, for every legendary, and all that stuff. What I did instead is I just come in and I have fun, and I have a good time, and I try to joke about it all or whatever as I play. And if I can play with I was going to say an ally, but you know, with a friend and a game, and you know, in-game friend, and especially somebody who's in chat and all that stuff or whatever, it's all that much better. It's just cool, you know. It's just to be, I guess, chill, even though it's kind of fast-paced, blowing stuff up, kill stuff. That doesn't sound like that would be chill, but you know what I'm saying. So there are other streamers that build. Absolutely, there are other streamers who. I focused originally my streams on tutorials because I wanted to cater and doing the lower power score stuff, low to mid-range power score stuff. Trader Troll will tell you that a lot Yeah, I've seen Camp Dandelion. I've never heard of Smooth or Lima Bean, but I've seen Camp Dandelion. I've talked to him before. Trader Troll will tell you that one of the things that attracted him to my stream, for example, in the beginning, was that, especially in the beginning, was that I played in the low to mid range power score stuff a lot, and I did that on purpose because most streamers, unless they were new to the game, in which case they may not really know that much about the game, most of the streamers who've been doing it for a period of time, they were doing the high stuff. They're all on hovers and treads and all this stuff or whatever with all the high-end weaponry. And I was like, well, if you're new to the game, like you're starting to learn about the game, or you just started playing but you want some tips and tricks, watching somebody on hovers with with the high-end weapons and stuff like that isn't going to really help you that much. That's not going to teach you that much about it because you're a long way from there without throwing money at the game. So you can learn, and you're going to have a hard time learning from somebody else who's also learning. So an actual new streamer who's new to the game, or not a new streamer, but a person who's streaming who's also new to the game, who's playing in low power score, they're not going to teach you that much either because they're learning as they're going along too. Somebody who's played for a while but can play in that low to mid range can teach you some things. And that's why I would always tag my stream as a tutorial. And I actually did tutorials on Tuesdays. I've kind of gotten away from that a little bit, and I should revisit that at least every now and then, at least once or twice a month, 1 or 2 weeks a month. I should do that again, go back to Tutorial Tuesdays, where I walk people through what the different tabs are, all this stuff or whatever. The mid-range gear, yeah, that's and there's nothing wrong with that. That's an excellent thing. You've got a target that way. You've got like a little theme of your own for it, And that's what I was doing is I was walking people through how workbenches work, how you gain reputation, all that kind of stuff or whatever, how it translates with your active faction, your current faction, all that kind of stuff or whatever, and your inactive, your choices. Most people are relatively familiar with the market anyway, but I was pointing out things like, cross out DB and, and what the market values mean. I was working, how your story, just all kinds of different stuff. What your different resources are, all this kind of stuff, or whatever. Of course, pointing out shop if you wanted to throw money. The options between buying a pack outright versus buying coins versus buying at the time of season and things like that, and the value of a season specifically. How the exhibition worked, how challenges worked, especially even with the season, all that stuff. So I was walking people through all that stuff or whatever, and I made sure that my buddy learned and saw one of the tutorial videos, and like I said, he walked away from there going, I had no idea that all that stuff was in the game. Raids and all this stuff. I would walk people through all these banners and what they mean and all this kind of stuff or whatever. And he was like, I had no idea that it had all that stuff. I mean, he literally would come to this screen and ignore 95% of this screen and only look at this crap up here. And then I would also walk people through, and this is where we got to, like I said, about the doing low power score patrols to knock out the missions, because even though they're not listed as missions, whereas this says mission versus survivors, mission versus survivors, mission versus survivors, and this just says battle against AI vehicles, it counts as missions as well. So all 4 of these blue hexagonal shaped icons up here count as missions. So that qualifies as missions, and your percentage chance of success, especially in the low power scores, and by success I mean a win, because that's what you're looking for your daily challenges. Your percentage chance of success is so much higher than, because when you're playing PvP, technically, I guess your percentage chance of success is 50%, because you don't get to pick who's on your team, and you don't know who you're fighting and their skill level. So while there may be some balance to the vehicles themselves, best case scenario, you're probably going to average of between 40 and 60% wins. You know, depending on if the day just happens to go your way and you get a little bit more like 60%, or the day doesn't go your way and you get more like 40% if you're lucky. But you could easily go 9, 10 missions in a row losing. Well, that's time. That's time that you've spent. Sure, you can get a little bit of resources out of them and stuff like that, but that's time that you've been spending, and time is a commodity as well. A lot of people can't throw money at the game. A lot of people can't throw time at the game either. And that becomes something that they need to pay attention to and go, hey, how much time do I have to invest in this game on a given day or during the course of the week in order to accomplish these challenges so that I can maximize my return, my profit off of this? You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can... Teaming, obviously, is of tremendous value. Tremendous value. You know, absolutely. But what I'm saying is, like the average person, the person who wants to improve their options in the game, they want to improve their equipment availabilities and things like that. But like Cheeseburger and had said before, somebody who would just log in after work, you know, maybe, you know, and just come in and play, they're not necessarily improving. They might improve their skills, their individual skills, but they're not necessarily getting better or anything like that. And there's some stuff that you don't have to spit because you have options. No, you have options. No. Did my stream stop? Small streamer problems. Twitch hates me. Is it any better yet? Okay. Thanks. Twitch hates me, man. Twitch hates me. Small streamer problems. I don't register. If I were doing a hot tub bikini try-on, they wouldn't do that crap. They wouldn't install that thing. I'd get all the bandwidth I needed. So what I'm saying though is, like we were talking about before, Cheeseburger, if somebody comes home from work and they've got only a limited amount of time, I can invest. Should I put a sub goal on here? Should I put a sub goal on here for boob job? No, it might have something else to do though. No, so what I was saying though is that if somebody comes home from work and they want to de-stress or whatever, that's fine. But then they're not gonna, if they're just coming in and they're, like we were talking about, they're just coming in and playing these, you know, these PvP missions up here for a little bit or whatever. Maybe they don't have a ton of time to invest in it. They're not necessarily going to want to get involved in massive amounts of grinding for crafting either. You know what I'm saying? Because they got to plan that out, and it's going to take forever to build an item if you're only playing for a half hour to an hour a day. But one of the rapid things that can help them with that is challenges. For example, Pathfinders, containers, stuff like that, whatever, can get you, you know, a purple, you know, obviously, that can help you. Instead of you having to grind, you get that as you just play. Without you having to worry about specifically grinding for a particular resource, you're just playing. You play, blah, blah, blah. You eventually you get enough engineer badges, purple, whatever. But if they don't even know that that's available, they don't know what those, they don't know about engineer badges or anything like that, then they're not getting the value out of that. But if they do, then, you know, that's a great thing for them to be able to maximize return on their gameplay. They can play a little bit, but in order to get those engineer badges, what they want to do is, you know, complete the 40, for example. Now, it used to be the miner's container that I would tell them to get, because you can get that once a week. You get one of those every week. But now you get the 40 daily challenges. You get 400 engineer badges instead. So that's going to add up toward, again, if you want a miner's container, you can do that. But otherwise, you can add it up toward a Pathfinder's container and get even better. But people have to know to do the challenges to do that. So even if you're coming in and just doing the challenges, even if you know about that, like I said, it can take longer than it needs to if you're coming in and doing the PvP thing. Like you were just saying, you would only play daily challenges and leave. But that could take you a while if you're just doing the PvP matches, just trying to accomplish the 5 wins, you know, in a battle or in a mission. I knew a lot about that. It just takes so much time that I didn't have. Yeah, I get it. No, I totally get that. But that's why I do low power score patrols, to knock out my dailies, because it doesn't take that long at all. Those matches, literally, the queue takes longer than the time in the battle. The queue takes somewhere around 2 minutes, and it takes about 1.5 minutes to do each battle. And you run about 90% maybe wins. 90% wins. If it requires a shotgun, I do a 3,000 power score. Where the hell am I? Yeah, I got a 3,000 power score. It's got a shotgun, and then I got a whirl in the back. It decimates at 3,000 power score patrol missions. It decimates. Oh, you want... If it's a machine gun one? Oh, yeah, okay, fine. I just do this. 3 basic chords on there, 1,900 power score. The missions take 1.5 minutes at 1,900 power score. You know, if it's a cannon one, I do the same one. I just take these 6 energy points off. These 3 cannons, or chords. I put 1 ammo pack in place of these, in place of the horn thing and the exhaust pipes here in the back. I put 1 ammo pack just to make sure I have some ammo, and I just mount a buggy floor and with a little boy on top in the back. Done. It's 2,000 or whatever power score. That's what I'm running. 2,000 to 3,000 power score patrol. The missions take 1.5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes. Done. And they're almost all guaranteed successes. As a result, your 5 missions for your dailies are done in no time. You can knock those out even if you only have a half hour to play. Like if you only, I've only got a little bit of time. I'm waiting for the girlfriend to get ready. We're going out, whatever. Well, she doesn't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to bang out for a half hour while she's cleaning up and all this stuff or whatever. I'll knock out a half hour. I can knock out, if not, the raids take a little longer, but I can at least knock out all the missions, and of course your buy or sell an item on the market, or your craft any item on any workbench requirement. You can knock that out real quick. So that's 5 plus the complete 3 daily challenges. That's going to be 6 daily challenges that are done in 15 minutes max. 15 minutes, and you've got 6 daily challenges done. You do that 7 days a week, you've got 42 daily challenges done. That's enough to get you 400 extra engineer badges. Takes you 15, maybe 20 minutes. That's it. And that's if you're not even doing the raids. If you're doing the raids, then fine, you can do the other stuff. But that's just 15, 20 minutes. If you have a very short window of time to be able to play, boom. Knock that out real fast, real easy. Almost guaranteed success on every one of those low power score patrol missions instead of doing regular PvP. Now, you can't get fuel off of them, but you gotta survive the match, and all this stuff in the PvPs to get the fuel also. So, again, if fuel farming is your thing, that's going to take you some more time, obviously, to do. But you get what I'm saying. The point is, there are efficient ways to do things, and the folks who what's going on, Trader? I was just talking about you before. There are efficient ways to do things, and the thing is that a lot of folks who just come in, like we were early on, and just hit these PvPs, aren't necessarily doing things the efficient way. That's all. they're having fun, and there's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to do all the challenges and all this kind of stuff or whatever. But if you're going to change your game from just viewing this as just a little time kill, whatever, to trying to improve it some, or at least open your opportunities to different weapons and different equipment and things like that or whatever, then there are more efficient ways to do it than just getting in there and doing those things. You know, and those things, there's value to that. There's value to just doing that too. But there's definitely value once you start knocking out challenges and getting engineer badges and getting smart about how you do all that kind of stuff, right? Yeah, man, have a good lunch with your wife, man. Yeah, Sego. Yeah, I know it was a lot of rambling on this time, but whatever. I forgot where I was anyway. Buy or sell an item on the market. I do have to do that. It's just going to be something simple. I'm just going to whatever. I got here repair kit. What are we running? 378. Whatever. That's fine. 328. I'll give somebody of good value or better value. I'll give them 360 instead of 378. There you go. Go ahead. Somebody go get that repair kit for 360. There you go. Done. Already done. Yay. Congratulations to you. I don't have any other actual challenges to do. I think I'm going to knock out some Spring Mayhem. I don't expect that you necessarily want to continue on with that cheeseburger. I mean, and that's fine if you don't want to or whatever. But I think I'm going to go and knock out some Spring Mayhem. You're welcome to come along if you'd like to, but if not, I fully understand. I'm not pressuring you. It's like, okay. No. Okay. All right. Go do badge farming. Take care. It was good having you teamed up with me. Very much appreciate the assistance as always, and the conversation in here and everything like that as well. So, yeah, absolutely. Good to have you. Absolutely. Welcome to the community as well. Excellent. But and you sound like you're on the same page exactly with the development of a player that I was talking about before. I mean, I was the same guy. I came in just, and my buddy was that too. Okay, cool, excellent. You're more than welcome. Lurkers are more than welcome as well. I have no problem with that. Sego does that all the time while he works. I'm gonna go knock out some Spring Mayhem though, just for a goof, to see what more I can get done or whatever, if anything. Just have some fun. Keep the stream kind of going a little bit and have some fun with it. But thank you all, definitely. By the way, anybody who has tuned in, welcome to the stream. I am Secret Squirrel, and this is Secret Squirrel Games. And as the logo indicates right there. And you are always welcome to the community and to pipe up, speak up in chat. Love to have some interaction with folks. And here, I can do a thing. I have things to do. I could do a thing. Boom. Well, of course, I'm not doing it right now because I got rid of my retcher. Got rid of. I'm doing this instead of using my retcher build, but nevertheless. Yeah, we'll do that. Boom. Get retched. Yeah, so, anyway, it was, it's been good conversation. I'm glad people could tune in and be a part of this. Definitely. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I gotta get that scout. I like the scout. The scout's fast. I'm telling you, they changed this from Winter Mayhem significantly. The scout's got 2 guns on it, makes it more capable. The artillery doesn't have it's not a full regular Mandrake because it doesn't have the long drop time. It just boom, and it is pretty deadly, that's for sure. The blast radius on it seems like it's increased too, because quite often it seems like they're not even on target and yet they're getting the massive damage. Oh, we got people coming right at us. I don't think I even get credit for that, do I? Probably not, because I left. Woo! Took the ammo off that truck, though. Or the weapon off that truck, at least. Jeez. I'm going way out of here. Go. They're all coming for me too. Frog. Froggo. Yeah, they're teaming up. They're definitely operating as a team. But I attracted all their attention over there, back to that one that... Alright. I'm gonna get their attention again. They'll be racing over here.
That was fast.
Nice. They're taking C instead. Hello. Come over here.
Hostiles capturing the base. Send reinforcements. No heroics, boys. Attack from the rear.
Ooh. We'll go the long way around. Nice.
That sure put the pygmies in the fire.
16, it's a profit of 6. Whatever. It's fun. It's good. It's good. It's good. How's everybody doing today, by the way? Hopefully everybody's having a good day. Welcome to Secret Squirrel Games. I'm your host, Secret Squirrel. We are playing Crossout. We are playing the Spring Mayhem event that is only going on for like another day. Another day and a few hours. And I am eating Tostitos brand white corn tortilla chips. Mm-hmm. Yum, 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 yum. Nom, nom, nom. Nom, nom, nom. And washing it down with Diet Dr. Pepper. Tastes more like the original. Which sounds like a very vague saying. Tastes more like the original. Tastes more like the original than other diet drinks taste like their originals, is what they mean by that. All right, you guys go to C.
Guns out.
I'm going to go to B. Heh.
The base is under attack. I'm on the point. Capturing.
Coming A. Ooh, no. A lot of activity over in A. Going to C. Okay.
Get this.
Another dude got me. The scout got lucky. Alright, let's go.
The base is under attack.
Yeah. Good. At least they got him.
We got baddies incoming. Let's kill 'em. There's another one. I'm behind enemy lines. Starting to capture.
Yeah, their team seems to be operating more as a team.
I'm behind enemy lines. Starting to capture. Rats on the bay, boys. Time to kill. The base is under attack.
Right? Yeah, absolutely, man. Ah. I was starting to dismiss this guy because I forgot that snipers are more capable now than they were in Winter Mayhem. Because in Winter they weren't near as capable. You could get behind them and smoke them up pretty well, and they weren't that. And their gun wasn't that capable either. It didn't seem like. It seems like it's definitely gotten a beef up in this too. Yeah, they absolutely were. They seem a little bit more durable, definitely, in the backside, you know, now than they were. Got Shot that dude from a distance. Excuse me. Found that tree. That's not gonna do me well at all. I'll leave those guys. 2 artillery with a scout. Ah, defeat. Oh well. $28. That's good. That's profit. 18 profit. Not too bad. We might make silver yet. We've only got a day to do it. I'm not even going to set my goal. I was going to say set my sights on and then set my goal for, set my soul. I'm not going to set my soul out there to get the gold. Silver would be fine. And even that, if I don't get it, big deal. I got another day to do it. So if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, eh. Come on. The queue takes a long time for this, though, sometimes. I say a long time as it's only been 1 minute and 20 seconds, but whatever. You know what I'm saying. Feels like a long time. There we go. See? Sometimes all you gotta do is talk about it. Just say it, and then it'll queue up. We have no cannons. Okay? I don't think that's going to do us well. I mean, I'm not good with the cannon, but I don't necessarily believe that's going to benefit us very much.
Weapons ready. No heroics, boys. Attack from the rear.
Okay, so we're all coming for this one.
Bad guys incoming.
Oh, okay, we do have a guy who went the other way. Way the hell out there. Two? Oh, 2. Okay. Oh, no, that's just from our spawn point. Those are just 2. Do we have a guy just sitting in spawn? Yep.
Move your axles.
That guy. Found him. Seems like it, right? Oh, hello.
We got baddies
Knock yourself out, buddy. You can have it. Check out my ace. Oh, hello. Oh, you did check out my ace. He liked it. He smacked my ace. Ah, man, I'm on your team. Why did you shoot me? Ah. I'm going to spawn right here because they're at our spawn. So... Alright. God damn it. Got him.
I'm taking the base here on the down low. Yeah, got one. We're losing people. No turning back now.
Ah, well.
We've borne serious losses. Retreat.
Welcome back, Waster. How's it going, man? Ah, I only got 7 points on that one. That was terrible. We got our ass handed to us on that one, so I lost 3 points on that one. Ah. Boo. Boo. Terrible boo. Terrible. That was bad. Oh, well. What time are we at, anyway? No, never is. I think I'm actually going to go ahead and call this stream. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Let me check and see who I can send you guys to today. Well, Welly is up. He's doing his tournament thing. Sign up. That's right. They're doing a tournament tonight for anybody who's interested. 4-man teams. I didn't have a team, so I couldn't sign up for that or anything. But I could send you over there and you can learn about it and maybe get to watch that and stuff. I think they're having a tournament tonight. I'm pretty sure. But I can send you over there and you guys can watch that and see how that goes. And that would be, of course, Waster. Absolutely. Absolutely. You don't have to thank me. I enjoy doing it. But and you got a guest sub for that too. So that's pretty cool. You know, black belt hooking you up. So what I'm going to do though is I'm going to send you guys over to Welly and let you guys enjoy the hell out of that, hopefully. And hopefully he'll be having this tournament thing that he's putting together. And it'll be cool, and you guys will enjoy it, and everything will be great. And other than that, though, thanks for tuning in. Always much appreciated. Always good. We had good conversation, good chat, good company. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for teaming up also, Cheeseburger and Beavis as well. And we had a good time. And I will catch you guys next time. I stream Crossout at noon Eastern Time in the United States. That's -4 UTC on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursdays and Fridays. And I stream other things in between sometimes. Mainly Kenshi right now. But a little bit of Valheim, a little bit of Baldur's Gate 3, depending on what day and what's going on. But Baldur's Gate 3 is a little more hit and miss, and I just started doing some Valheim. But I do have a good, extensive Kenshi thing going on. But that's not scheduled. It just kind of happens when it happens, when I can. But otherwise, I will catch you guys next time. If you haven't followed yet, please make sure you hit that follow button. Secret Squirrel Games, the same logo also on my YouTube channel. You can go over there, and any of my streams are available over there, and you can like and subscribe, and that would be awesome as well. But otherwise, it's always good to have new people in the community, so make sure you do hit that follow, and you'll be notified when I go live next time. I appreciate your viewership, as always, and I cherish the support of the community, and I will catch you guys next time. I'm going to go ahead and send you guys over to Welly now, so stay tuned for that, and show him some love. All right, folks? Let me make sure I am up on Welly's channel myself so that I can be a part of that. All right, take care, everybody.